Hi, good day to everybody. In the previous section, we have seen how to put the data in multiple columns by date wise. We have made a monthly expense sheet and put some basic formula for AutoSum. So now we'll be going today through the cells references, how to reference a cell. So this was the previous sheet. Okay, we'll keep the same example. So we'll be using this sample example for the next few training sessions. Okay, in the last session we have seen this 825, and in the formula bar you can see equal to sign and then sum parenthesis and then B3 colon sign B20. This means the range is B3 to B20. If we want to put any particular range, let's say B6 to B20, then you can see the selection is also changed, and once we press this one, so the result should be 25. This is 25. This is just for an example, but definitely once if we are calculating auto summation or summation form, putting summation formula for the whole column, then we need to include the complete range. But in certain situations, if the upper cells are having different value which you don't want to include in the formula, so by this way you can put your different formula. Okay, now this was you can see here this informational sign is here. This informational sign means that this cell, bring the cursor here, the formula in this cell refers to a range that has additional number adjacent to it, which means that Excel is by default it's giving you an alert that you have selected this range, but there are other cells also adjacent to this cell which are having some data. Okay, and now earlier we used this AutoSum. If we want to put manually a formula, okay, let's delete this one. Now there is nothing in this cell, so you can write it down as well. Sum B3 range B20, close the parenthesis, press enter. So this is how you put formula manually, this one and this one. So now these are the subtotals. Now for example, now we want to put formula for grand total. Very simple, just put equals to sign, select this cell, because we want to get the grand total of this figures 825 plus 473 plus 725. Right, plus sign, click this one, and then plus sign, click this one, press enter. So now this is our grand total. I hope this grand total is not that much difficult. Just to show you another time, and another the method is just that you can put equals to or some formula. Okay, then click this one, sorry, sum star parenthesis, this one, press Ctrl, click this one and this one, close the braces, parenthesis, press enter. So here we have put some formula, while the other method was to put equals to sign, or you can write manually as well. B21 plus C21 plus D21, and the result is same. So this is by using plus sign, and this is by using sum formula. I hope that was not that much difficult. Now let's take another example. Okay, now we want to have average expense. Average expense means that out of these, okay, let me delete some of these rows. So on the screen the complete formula will be there. From 1st to 18th, okay, we want to calculate average. So put enter equals to sign, write avg, or just write av and then automatically Excel populates the list of formulas which you can use. So for example, click average. Now once you select average, then it gives you the description of the formula as well. Returns the average arithmetic mean of its arguments, which can be numbers or names, arrays, or references that contain numbers. So for the timing we are dealing with the cells, so double click this one and select these all cells, which you can write simply, you can see in the cell as well, equals to average, again the range B3 up to B15. Press enter. So the average daily expense will become 206.25, or select these cells, okay, because there is no other data in the other cells. So basically it is counting the average on just 4 cells. If you want to have average for all these cells, then you need to enter at least 0 digit, so 0 expense. Now you can see the average expense is $63, $63.46. It's so many digits are there after decimal, so you can decrease, look here, increase decimal or decrease decimal. So we will decrease decimal up to 2 decimal points, centralize it. So this is the average expense. Now if any other expense is there, definitely you can see. This is the benefit of Excel, that once the formula is put there, let's say even for the total, grand total and average, so automatically if the figures are changed, automatically these figures are getting changed. This was the total, so okay, we'll delete this one, we'll keep just this sum formula. Same way grand total or average, not the grand total, of course grand total is basically these, for these 3 cells. Average, this average is for daily means. Now if you want to get average for transportation, 23 was here, okay. Now if you want to get average for these cells, very simple, just Control C, enter, or copy and paste. So the average for transportation is 36.38, copy and paste, average is, okay, we'll enter. So the average is 55.57. The benefit of copying and pasting is that whatever format you have defined for that cell, format and data, everything transfers, shifts to the other cell. So here you can see on the formula bar, average B3 B15, average C3 C15, average D3 D15. That's enough for this short session. So in the next training sessions we'll be diving into cell references, because there are 2 types of cell references, absolute reference and relative reference. We'll be discussing in the next training session. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.